Hi, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about how to play Cross Buns if you've never played piano before. Now, if you've never touched a piano, you always want to figure out how to play Cross Buns, but you don't know where to start. Um, we're going to talk about that tonight, okay? So the first thing you want to know when talking about the piano is how the fingers are numbered, okay? And the fingers are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on both hands. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And you can always think about the numbers as going outward from the thumb, right? So you have your thumb here, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You take out your other hand, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's how we number our fingers for the piano, okay? Now, a cool way to remember this is to sort of, I like to do these as daily drills, right? So if you're just starting out, you want to think about, okay, well, we have a number between 1 and 5. You hold out one of your hands, and then you go, okay, 1. I'm going to think of another number. Let's do 4. We'll shake it. And then 3. Shake number 3. And then shake number 2. Hi, 2. All right, then let's bring out the other hand. Let's do the same thing. I'm going to think of 3. I'm going to think of 1. And maybe you can guess which number I thought of. That's right. I thought of 1. I just thought of 4. And now I just thought of 2, right? So you want to think of those daily drills if you're starting out, just so that you remember this stuff, so it can become a reflex down the road. So we're going to learn how to play Cross Buns. We just went over finger numbers. Again, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, outwards from the thumb, all right? And so why do we care about the fingers? Now, the piano is one of the only instruments. There's a few others, but the piano is the most famous one where the fingering does not determine the pitch, right? And so I'm going to show this to you, okay? So let's switch to the overhead view. And now we're in the overhead view. I'm going to show you how to play Cross Buns with your elbow, right? Let's go like this. All right, now let's try it out with your nose, right? Let me see if I can even get in there. Like, right? And we can also try it with this iPad pencil. Um, Yeah, so you get the idea. A lot of wrong notes, but, kind of sloppy playing. Definitely won't be selling out Carnegie Hall with that. So, now let's talk about how to use these fingers, right? And so you don't even need to know the notes right now. All we're going to talk about is just getting you to play Cross Buns right out the bat, okay? So the thing you want to notice about the piano is when you have a big, full-size piano keyboard like this, is that the black notes, okay? The black notes, we have white notes, we have black notes. They're living in harmony together. So the black notes are in groups of, can you look at it and identify any groups, any sort of repeating pattern, just by looking maybe from the bottom, all the way over here to the low part of the piano, to the high part of the piano? So there's a pattern of 2 and 3, right? We have 2 here, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And it goes up and down and it repeats, right? So we have the same pattern of 2 and 3 over here, that if I direct your attention over here, you'll also see, right? So we have a pattern of 2s and 3s, okay? And so the other important thing, so we talked about patterns, so we talked about fingering, right? We always want to find it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the finger numbers. We talked about patterns of 2 and 3 on the keyboard. Now let's talk about how to actually find it, right? So your black notes are actually kind of like locators, right? They're kind of like trail markers. They're kind of like your GPS that's telling you to turn in a few miles, right? And so if you take out those black notes, it becomes really hard to find anything, right? These all look the same. I actually don't know what note this would be, right? I think that's apparently, yeah, I would have to use these black notes to find it. That's how I find notes. So use the black notes, right? So if you're using a full-size keyboard, let's go ahead and let's find our starting position for hot cross buns. Okay, so you want to find the lowest group of 3, right? And then count up 1, 2, 3, 4 to this group of 3. Then here's our starting position, right? You want to have your third finger on this note, your second finger on this note, and your first finger on this note, right? And that's all you gotta have. So again, we're gonna count up 1, 2, 3, 4 to find our starting position. Okay? Again, that's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you have, let's say you're like me, you want to play piano, but you don't have a full-size keyboard, don't worry so much about counting up and finding a group of 3. Just pick any group of 3. For example, maybe down there to start out. Don't worry so much. Just get started. Start having fun with it, right? We play piano. We don't want to suffer through it too much. So again, we find 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our starting position, okay? And in order to play hot cross buns, I'm just going to give you those finger numbers, okay? And I'm going to say it and play it, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. Again, we start off here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our starting position. Now when you're playing piano, no matter what piece you're playing, whether you're a virtuoso who just got off the stage at Carnegie Hall, or you're someone following along with this video, you always want to mind your starting position and your positions in general at the piano, right? So we have this starting position, and again, I'll run it through for you. Just take the numbers. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. I'll say it one more time. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now I'm going to find my starting position by counting up 4, and I'm going to play through the piece. But this time, I'm not going to say everything aloud. I'm going to do it all in my head. Okay? Here we go. Good. And that's how the piece goes. Now I'd like to do it 2 more times, okay? I'm going to do it again, counting aloud, doing everything aloud, and then doing it one more time silently, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Starting position. You always want to double check that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now I'll do it a little slower this time, one last time. I hope you really got a lot out of this. Good. So that concludes this video. What we talked about was finger numbers and why they're important. Again, they're important because piano is one of the few instruments that the fingering does not determine the pitch like it does with the violin or with the clarinet. We learned the role of black keys and white keys on the piano. They help you find each other. They live in harmony and they help you find each other. And we also learned how to play hot cross buns and find that starting position. So I really hope you got a lot out of this. And I think after watching this video, you should be able to play hot cross buns. So thank you so much for joining.